Before Gary sits down, just a quick reminder of our housekeeping. Just a reminder, no social media posts during press conference. We have a dailies briefing after, which is embargo till 10:30. Roger, do you want to get us started? Thank you.
Hi.
First of all, just in terms of the form in the league, can you put your finger on what's happening at the moment, why you're perhaps not performing at the levels or getting the results that you've been hoping for at this stage?
No, it's true. A few weeks ago, we were on the top four, and 2 weeks after we are out of the top four. Of course, that we feel very disappointed after a few games on Premier League. It's true our form in Champions League after the international break was very good against Borussia Dortmund. But it's true that we struggled against Arsenal, and then the performance against West Bromwich or Leicester wasn't the best, but I think the team deserves more. But sometimes you need to be more clinical or a little bit more lucky in some action to win the game. And we are in a period that is, at the moment, everything against us, and we need to change the dynamic to start to build our momentum again. And I think will be a great opportunity Saturday against Watford to start again to win games.
How do you go about changing things from your point of view as a coach? Do you start looking at finding ways, perhaps changing the way you play, or do you stick with what served you well in the past and what has brought you success before? Do you start thinking, do I play four at the back, three at the back, change formation, change personnel?
No, I think if you normally now is to be calm and try first of all to assess and be right in your analyze. It's so important to be calm, no take decision about the emotion, because it's normal. Our emotion can be wrong, because all is about result. It's about to be happy when you win, and when you lose, you are so disappointed and frustrated. And it's so important to be right in how you assess the team and why we dropped points in the last few games. But it's not. I think it's all is related. No, of course that we need to accept the criticism, and because when you don't win, because something wrong happened. That is true, that we need to find the way to improve and to reduce the mistake, and try to be more solid and try to be more clinical in our offensive situation.
The last couple of seasons have been challenging for the title, almost right to the end of the season. This stage we're in the end of November, and there's a 16-point gap to the top and 8 points to second place. Do you have to look again at your targets this season? Do you think that is even a consideration to be challenging at the top?
But it's true that today Manchester City create a massive gap, not only with us, with a different team too. And it's true that now is nearly beginning of December, and Manchester City is doing so good. And but for us, we need to keep going, trying to win, trying to be better, trying to improve, and the challenge, like in every single season, was to try to win games and build our reality step by step.
Are your players finding a little extra in these Champions League games where they perform so well rather than the Premier League games? Is there something in their mind where they're just performing better?
It's true, it's completely different competition. Remember last season, in this period we were out of the Champions League, and we cannot cope with both competition in the way that we want it. And today it's like it's in the opposite. No, Champions League we were so good, or we are so good, and in Premier League we are in the last few games, we struggled a little bit. No in the past. Only after the international duty that the team don't get the good result.
How much are you missing Toby at the back? And with that, looking at the way the results have gone recently, would you think about changing things at the back while he's absent?
No, I miss always all the players that are injured, like Victor Wanyama or different case, no? When you have all available, it's always the team is strong. But I think it's not to be focused in one player, because when you win games, never you regret the players that are out, and that is not fair for the player that is injured, and not fair for the players that are healthy and are competing and giving their best.
Can I ask about Dele Alli? A lot of focus on him and people saying perhaps he's not performing at the levels we've seen in the last couple of years. We've had a couple of years of really singing his praises. Are you looking at him now and thinking he's not hitting those levels at the moment?
No, I am so happy with him. I think your question is like, Dele Alli is no performance like in the last few years, but the first few years were last few seasons, and he's so young, and he need to find his balance. But I am happy with him. But I think it's normal. We always expect from him, because he's a very talented player that every game score and every game make unbelievable things. But I am so happy with him. But it's normal sometimes the player up and down. The senior player or the experienced player struggle during 10 months to keep their performance with Dele that is young, but it's normal, sometimes up, sometimes down, but I am happy with him. I am happy.
Can I report a conspiracy theory that I've heard? I've got a couple of people point out that since your book came out, the results seem to have gone down a bit. Now, I don't know if there's any sort of link there at all, but perhaps a bit, because you were very open in your book
Yes.
about relationship with players and things like that. People have said, is it right to be so open about your relationship with players and maybe tell some anecdotes and stories about things that have happened? And is there any link between the...
No, but look, when it appeared the book, and in few magazines appear different quotes about my book, we beat Real Madrid, Liverpool, and we have unbelievable result. But first of all, I want to say thank you to the people that write that history, because more publicity to the book, and we are going to help more people, because all the money is going for the charities. And thank you for, in this period that is coming Christmas, if we can sell more books, will help more people.
For you personally, with this run of results you've had in the league, as we say, has this been perhaps the most difficult period since you've been here at Spurs?
No.
The expectation?
No, the more difficult. Look, finish first in Champions League, beating Real Madrid, and I think was historic for the club to beat Real Madrid, first time in the history. Finish first over them and Borussia Dortmund and Apoel. And then it's a long way to finish the season. It's true that in the last few games we struggle a little to get the good result, but sometimes it's normal for every team, every club struggle during 10 months on the competition. And now I am calm, and it's normal. My responsibility is try to change that dynamic with the player. Accept everything that the people can say, accept the criticize, like when the same you praise us when we beat in a big games like Liverpool or Real Madrid, and I think the balance is the most important. I trust in the player trusts in Tottenham, in the club, in us, in the show that we are doing. I think it's a bad period that we need to work hard to try to change the dynamic.
Watford this weekend. Reading up, looking at doing research ahead of this press conference, Marco Silva, when he came in, a lot of people compared his arrival in English football with yours and the way he's come in. Not a lot of people knew about him when he came into Hull. People questioned the appointment, and he's proved himself as a good coach. Do you see similarities in your career path and the way you come into the English game and manage to make a success of it?
No, I think I respect a lot him, and I think we have a very good relationship the time that we play again, Hull last season. Yes, of course, always is difficult to come to England when you come from Europe and adapt yourself and try to success here. And yes, of course, they are doing, and he's doing a very good job in Watford now. And of course, maybe some similitude with us. Maybe he's more younger than me now, but yes, he's doing a fantastic job, and Watford is playing well. He's doing great job.
Mauricio,
Yes.
do you think there's any truth to the reports of potential tiredness? You know, Eriksen and Ali in particular have been mentioned as potentially suffering from playing a lot of regular first-team football.
You know, players like Christian Eriksen, maybe can be a little bit tired, but mental more than physical. Because in the last international duty he played 2 amazing games to try to qualify on the World Cup, and he cannot rest, he cannot stop, and of course maybe struggle a little bit, but his condition is fantastic because after every game the stats are unbelievable from him. But maybe can be agree with you that maybe some mental tiredness is maybe possible. But the another player, I think no, because Dele Alli, the first 3 games on Champions League, he wasn't involved, and different player, I think that we rotate or we manage the fitness. I think that is not the reason today why the team struggled in the last few games to get a positive result.
Do you think you're going to benefit from Eric Lamela being fresh back from injury? I mean, he got an assist first time back for Harry Kane on Tuesday and showed some glimpses of potentially being able to be a key asset for you at this time.
Yes, of course that we trust in him, and we believe that he can add to the team different option to play, different quality. But step by step with him we need to be careful, because after more than 1 year that wasn't involved with the team competing, I think now is slowly or step by step we need to build his confidence, and of course compete is completely different to train, no?
You mentioned earlier in one of your answers about without emotion. Is that something that you feel that you can do? If you really wanted to change things up, you can do it without emotion yourself?
Well, I think all is related with emotion, of course, because you cannot put out the emotion. But when you assess the team, you cannot put the emotion on the table. And of course, after the games, depend of the result, you have one or another emotion, you know, and sometimes your mind change if you are focusing in the emotion, and you are wrong after in your assessment. And yes, we need to be careful how we assess. I think that the game, yes, we feel so frustrated or disappointed after the game because we create a lot of chance. If the team give up and not try and not fight and show different face or different energy, I think maybe today in front to you, maybe I am talking in different way, but I think that the team is so focused and concentrating to try to give their best. We are trying. We create chance. I think we deserve more, but sometimes you need that extra or that situation that can change the game, or maybe in some action you need to reduce the mistakes or the mistakes that you are doing. But I think the team is fighting. I am so calm that the team is going to back again in the good way.
Watford, along with Burnley, have been described as the surprise packages this season, and then Burnley have just gone above you in the table. With Watford next on the agenda, how do you tackle them as a side when they're a team that are overperforming?
Of course, that now is the team feel that we need to win. I think they cannot wait to compete and play Saturday. That is the feeling that we have. And of course, different reason that we need to be careful with Watford, because it's different team than Leicester or teams that we were playing. But I think the team is focused again to try to win, to try to give our best, and of course ready again to play Saturday and try to get the 3 points.
Have you, in the back of your mind, this final one from me, got the comments that Troy Deeney made after they played Arsenal about the physicality and getting it at players? Have you got that in your mind, that that's what Watford might do here? They might come and give you a real physical performance to really test.
I didn't hear from him.
So after the Arsenal match,
Yes.
Troy Deeney said that he felt that that game was for them because they could physically look at the defenders and couldn't see that they were going to respond. Do you think that that's the sort of test Watford are going to do, is at this moment when Spurs are having a dip, they're going to really be in your face?
Of course that we wait a very physical game. Watford is in this area, in this phase is very good. It's one of the more strong team. I think it's good for us to go in knowing that going to Watford and expecting to fight, because will be a battle in this area. And I think it's a very good moment for us because we need to, like I told you after the game, Leicester, first of all we need to think into keep or to achieve reach the same level of them about fighting, belief, and then try to play in our best way. Cool.
Toby Alderweireld missed 12 games for you last season. It was a similar period of time. Is it time for the other players to step up?
Before was.
Step up in his absence?
I don't understand. Sorry, again, please.
Last season, Toby
Yes.
Alderweireld missed 12 games. You went for a similar period a little bit. Is it time for the other defenders to step up in his absence, and now they're placed down in the team?
I think we miss him because I think was in the last few seasons was our best, one of the best players for us. But now what we can do if he's out because he's injured, and I am happy with the performance of our defensive line. I am happy. In the last few week, I think we feel disappointed about our result, but not about our performance. It's true that we can do better, of course. And if you ask me about if we miss him, of course we miss him, and we miss all the players that are injured.
Last season you beat Watford 4-1 at Vicarage Road. Are you expecting a different Watford team from what you've seen this season?
Yes, of course. Different manager, different players, and of course different form for us and for them. Of course, every season is completely different.
Can I just ask you one about the World Cup draw tomorrow? 2002 England drew against in the same group as Argentina. I think you played. Would you like to see England in the group stage against Argentina tomorrow?
Yes, will be fantastic. No, difficult for both. No, but yes, why not? Why not? Will be fantastic to see Argentina play in England. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Will be tough game, and I think both Argentina and England, I think, have the quality and the capacity, and we hope that both arrive further on the World Cup.
Right, Tom.
Mauricio, you said that Christian Eriksen is maybe mentally a bit tired. I mean, how do you go about helping someone like that who maybe needs a fresh or a break?
No, because when you feel the pressure, because it was from the beginning of the season that he's playing, no, and not time to rest. And I say maybe is the only player that maybe him, Eric Dyer, that is playing a lot. Maybe Davinson Sanchez. It's the same group, the player that travel a lot, that were involved in nearly all the games, and maybe they can feel maybe a little bit tired about compete, because it's not only that because you run and it's that you affect your physique, if your mind, and then when you are an offensive player, always spend more energy than in another position, no? Because always the people expect that you create something, and for that it's amazing energy that you spend, no? But yes, we are trying to provide him and different player sometimes more time to rest, to recovery, different strategies, and trying to help.
Is that difference then when you compare with clubs like Manchester City and Manchester United? They can rest these players. I mean, we saw Salah last night didn't start, Sterling as well. You know, they can rest these players and bring in other players, whereas perhaps your squad not so big.
Yes, I think you know better than me. That's what happened, no? And that is the clear example, no?
So how do you go about fixing that? Do you bring through younger players or?
No, I think we have Saturday now in Watford, and then Champions League. Yes, we need to rest player. We are going to play against Hapoel. We are first on the table. I think, of course, it's a great opportunity to rest player that need to rest and to help them after for the next period to be fresh.
Just on the book conspiracy, is there a risk when you write a book like that, which is so open and honest, that maybe the players are affected by that at all?
No. It's a risk when you lie. If you tell the truth, why? You know. And that is a book, was a very honest book, that was involved with the club for a very good thing. I think it's an amazing book. It's an amazing book because for you and for you all, read what happened in a season in a club, in a professional club. It's a great opportunity to have better idea that it's not only play football or come here and tell something to you, speak, you know. And then when you don't have to face and when you are clear with everyone, which is the problem? Doesn't exist the problem. The problem when you lie, no? When you lie inside and you want to show that you are different. But for me, I am here how I am inside, and all that appear in this book. The player know better than me, and it's nothing to keep hide, no? I think, and then we won a lot of games when appeared the book, and more than happy if the book is the problem. It's easy, on the bench or out of the list, you know.
I mean, you do put a lot of emphasis here on players being close and togetherness. There's no feeling that maybe the players might feel like those conversations should remain private?
No, because it's so clear that you have access to different information, and it's nothing strange on the book. It's a lot of good information for everyone. that the players are so, many players are so happy. I think if you read on the end of the book, it appear many players, and maybe you discover good surprise there. I think my relationship with them is so strong, and to find excuse about the book is, okay, I understand it's funny, but for me it's not funny, because I think it's a very good documentary or book to read, to help many people, and good information, because I think it's a honest information that never is going to cause problems.
Okay, lovely.